Yes, people, welcome to the Player Ratings Show, first one of the season after our 1-0 loss to Arsenal. There's a lot of positives to take, which is annoying because we have come away with 0 points, but I'm still gonna, mark the players accordingly. Altay Bayern, dear, criminal, very criminal with the mistake that he made for the goal. It's just a position that we need to get fixed. We've needed to get it fixed for a hot minute, and again, we haven't improved in the goalkeeping area. And it's cost us. It's cost us dearly again. Ironically, apart from that blunder that he made, his distribution was actually very good. Did he have a save to make? No. I don't think he did that. Everything was just sort of shots that were at him. He didn't have to make a real save because the team performed so well. And Arsenal performed so poorly. But for that mistake alone, it's his fault why we've lost this game. I know there's a lot of time to get back into it and all these other nuances, but if he doesn't make that mistake, we at least come away with a point today. So I've got to give him a 4. I have to give him a 4 if I'm being honest, because he's so directly involved in the reason that we lost. And the rest of his game was good, fair play to him, but he's not good enough. We can't have him playing. The manager seems to have dropped Onana. Was Onana just not in the squad at all?
No, not in the squad and not injured at all. He just dropped.
See, so I thought, when I heard that the manager said he's not injured, I thought it was on the bench, but he just wasn't even in the squad. But he said next week will be a different thing. So who knows? Maybe he walks straight back in against Fulham and starts. But if he doesn't, then there's something going on there. But we need a goalkeeper. Bayern dear 4. Let's get to right wing back. Diogo Dalot. I think Amorim was probably paid Arsenal a little bit too much respect. He probably thought first game, don't want to go too attacking. Let me go in there with Dalot. And Dalot got into some positions where he was just very wasteful. He did link up quite well with Mbeumo though. That they were on the same wavelength, they were on the same page, but Dalot's end product and his decision making wasn't quite there. I'd give him a flat 5. I'd give him a 5. I don't think he was good enough. I want to see Ahmad starting there. Ahmad started through the whole pre-season. I don't know. I do know why he didn't start, but I don't think it really paid off. Like the performance was good enough anyway, and we clearly saw when Ahmad came on that the levels in that area went up. And if we would have had that from the first half, who knows how the game would have turned out, because Calafiori was having an absolute shocker out there and didn't really want to see Mbeumo getting double. And then when Ahmad came on, he didn't want to see that either. And then they had to bring on Miles Lewis-Skelly and Timber to counteract that. So I think we'd have got a lot more joy. But I'll give Dalot a 5. Right centre-back, Lenny Yoro, class, silky, won pretty much all of his duels. I saw him just, nipping in, getting the ball. This guy's just looking more and more comfortable the longer he goes on, man. It's excellent to see. I'm just really confident he's going to be a top defender. He's on his way to being that. I'm going to give Lenny Yoro a strong 7, man. I think he was competent on the ball, really good. De Ligt absolutely handled Gyökeres. All the hype, Gyökeres this, he's going to do this at Old Trafford. And listen, I think he's going to go on to do just fine at Arsenal. But let's be real, he was in De Ligt's pocket. De Ligt understood the assignment. Whatever Ruben Amorim told him, however he G'd him up, however he told him to play against Gyökeres was exactly what De Ligt did. He was aggressive, he made sure he couldn't turn, he was winning the duels in the air. I think he gave away maybe 1 foul. But Gyökeres, I think Gyökeres would have left that pitch saying, boy, this is not Portugal. They are right about this league. This is not Portugal. And that's not an easy thing to do because Gyökeres is a strong player, a fairly quick player, and he didn't get a chance to show any of that today because De Ligt made sure, and other people made sure that he didn't. So a solid 8 for me, for him. Luke Shaw, I'm going to give Luke Shaw a 7. It could have even been an 8. I think Luke Shaw was excellent. Listen, I know that he gets a lot of stick, and look, the injuries, and we all have our opinion on that, but let's just talk about the 90 minutes. That's the best I've seen Luke Shaw play against Saka. That's for sure. Historically, Luke Shaw has a torrid time against Bukayo Saka, and I think he done a really good job helping Dorgu as well on that side. I'm going to give Luke Shaw a solid 7. I'll probably even push it to an 8, but Luke Shaw was really solid. Patrick Dorgu today hit the post, hardly lost the ball, aggressive. I think he gave 1 bad pass away, actually. He gave 1, actually, to be fair to him. But again, I'm going to give him an 8. Yeah, I think he was really good, man. I think he was powerful. I think he was strong. He was an outlet. I liked him. At minimum, I'd say. And you know what? I'll say a 7. I'll say a 7. The man behind they're putting pressure on. But I'm going to say a 7. But I liked his performance, and it was a continuation of the work that he's been doing in pre-season to show that actually he's going to be a decent signing for us. Into midfield, Bruno Fernandes. He had some dodgy moments, like the corner that led to the goal. He plays a hospital pass to Lenny Yoro. Lenny Yoro didn't want to see that ball there. and he gives it to him and it causes a panic, and then subsequently the ball's in the back of the net because of the goalkeeper. But I'm going to give, but then he had some passes where he set Cunha through, some nice switches of play. I'm going to give Bruno a 6. I'll give Bruno a 6. I think that's fair. He did some things really well, some things not so well, but he had a decent game. Casemiro I was impressed with, actually. Considering I thought he would be probably the toughest person on there to look at, if I'm being honest. I thought he would have got run past. I thought he would have been absolutely diabolical, falling over. You know, the Casemiro special, you know, the ball round the corner. But actually, he put in some good tackles. He was aggressive. And he showed a bit of experience today, and he did well. I'm going to give him a 6 as well. I think Casemiro was good. Let's go into the 2 10s now. This is where it gets interesting. Brian and Boom, I'm going to give him a 7. I think he was at it all game. A breath of fresh air. He's exactly what we need. We need somebody who's physical. We need somebody who has a great touch, who uses the ball well. The wavelength was off. He's new to the club. The wavelength wasn't where we want to see it. It takes time. But I liked what I saw from Brian and Boomer. I thought he was excellent. Gave Calafiori nightmares, man. He just didn't want to go near him. I thought he was excellent. Mateus Cunha, he was up front, actually, in the first half. I thought he did really well, actually, when he came even off out of the front line position into his favoured left 10. He was excellent, man. People didn't really want to see him. He forced a really good save from David Raya, but David Raya, fantastic save, went out for a corner, I think it did. He had another shot where he was kind of clean through. Bruno put him through. A little bit of a ricochet, but he found his way through. Couldn't quite get the purchase on the shot. But again, what it does is it engages the opposition. We finally got attackers where the defenders are thinking, shit, wait, listen, if we ain't on it, man, them man they're on it. Like, I like it. I like what I'm seeing. So a solid 7 from him. Mason Mount, arguably the best player on the pitch today. I think for Man United, he was excellent, man. Listen, he's had a lot of stick as well, and he's struggled for form. He struggled with injuries. We've struggled to see why we bought him. But today, I thought he was everywhere, especially in the first half. I thought he had some really good switches of play. He was physical. He was good. I liked what I saw from him, so I'm going to give him a solid 7 as well. Into the substitutes, Ahmad come on, and instantly he was just cooking Madueke, getting past him. It was just that last ball, that last moment. Had a shot, bit tame. It was right at Raya, but the impact, I'll give him a 7. I think he was positive, and he should have started the game. I don't think it paid off to not start him. I'll give Ahmad a 7. Hopefully he continues at right wing back now and can build from there. Benjamin Sesko, difficult to give him a mark higher than a flat 6, I think. He had a couple of nice little touches. He held the ball back and set it back, I think to Cunha, I think it was. And he had a header that went wide and stuff. He tried to get involved, but listen, the kids just come in, man. Like, we've got to be patient. This wasn't the game that we all, you got that dream game for him of against Arsenal, first game, him and Gyökeres. How's it going to go? It wasn't really that. They wasn't even on the pitch together at the same time. So he needs time, but I'll give him a 6. Ugarte came on, terrible. Had that stupid shot. Well, I don't know why he didn't just recycle the ball and pass the ball to the right-hand side. He gave the ball to Harry. He gave the ball back to Arsenal and made Harry Maguire have to get booked because he gave away the ball. Just not good enough, man. I'm just not feeling Ugarte. He can win the ball back and be ugly, but there's a reason why we're looking for Baleba, mate, and a number 6. And Ugarte's he's just not going to be it for me. Not for me. Came on. What did he do? 4. He came on and wasn't great. In fact, it was a downgrade from Casemiro. I can't remember I'm saying that. Like, he made it worse in that position. Ruben got that wrong. He should have probably brought on Kobbie Mainoo, to be honest with you. So, I'll give him a 4. Who else came off the bench? Harry Maguire came off the bench. Just did Maguire things, innit? Won his headers. Went up front for the last 5 minutes. Won more headers. Got a yellow card, rightly so, but that was Ugarte's fault. But Harry Maguire just came on and done Harry Maguire things. I'll give him a 6. He was comfortable. I feel like I'm missing someone. But am I missing one more sub? Sesko, Maguire, Ugarte. That's it. Ahmad, yeah, I did it. Oh, so that's it. Yeah, I did it. Right, where we giving Ruben Amorim a good performance. He gave Arsenal, in the end, we can say it. I can see why he did it at the beginning. He probably gave Arsenal a bit too much respect with the Ahmad thing. The Sesko thing, all right, cool. He's just come here. Me as a fan, I want him to start. I'm saying play him. He's been looking at him in pre-season, so he should know.
They're not playing Kobbie.
He didn't trust Kobbie. That's not a good one. But the performance though was very, very good, and I have to give him credit for that. But we did lose, and we still don't have a goalkeeper. So I'll give Ruben Amorim a 6. I think that's fair, and he has to make those changes at right wing back for Fulham. He has to get Benjamin Sesko starting as well. And but as good as a performance I've seen in a while, even though we didn't win the game. So yeah, smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let me know what you're saying. My man of the match, I don't really give man of the matches when we lose really, but I feel like I'm going to today just because we're coming from a bad place, and I'm actually pleased with the performance. I thought Mbeumo was really good, man. But De Ligt, to do that to Gyökeres and just nullify him, man. Cunha, the way he was carrying. And look, the fact there's multiple. Mason Mount was one. We played well, man. Dorgu was good as well. I'm gonna give it to De Ligt. I'm gonna give it to De Ligt because it's like there's a lot of thing happening with the Gyökeres situation, and to lock him down like that, he was excellent. Yeah, proper. That's exactly. It was a move. That's exactly what it was. So Gyökeres, man, he found out that this league ain't easy. So yeah, there you go.